Welcome to this week's Mental Monday. We're going to talk about the 5 things I've done to work on and try to improve my mental health. First thing is I did go to therapy. Now, if you were watching my channel when I started talking about going back to therapy and are kind of wondering where those updates have been, it's because life got ridiculously busy and I never made it back. So I only had that one appointment. Now, I got so much from that one appointment that I feel like just that one appointment made a big difference for me. And while I do want to continue going, I do want to get back to going, even that first step of going and talking to a therapist for the first time in a very long time and reaching out for help when I felt like I needed it, it was good. Do I want to go back? Yes. Do I hope to go back? Yes. But even just that one step was huge for me. And I don't want to discount that. I think stepping out of your comfort zone and reaching out like that is something to feel proud of and something to feel good about, and can absolutely have an impact on your mental health. So the second thing I want to talk about is being able to recognize and call out how I'm feeling. Now, that might seem connected to going to therapy when you know you need help, but I mean in a different way. Just in everyday life, just in going through things, I have been more intentional about acknowledging how I feel. I have been so much more intentional about allowing myself to feel how I feel and acknowledging that and being able to openly vocalize it and not feel guilty for doing that, not feel like I'm burdening the other person, not take away that opportunity for me to be fully in tune with how I'm feeling. And as a psychologist, yes, I understand those on a very intellectual level, but I'm human. I've gone through things just like everybody has. We all have those moments and those struggles of doing those things for ourselves that we know how to do for others. And that is definitely something I have struggled with in the past and am trying to be so much more intentional about. And I think it has made a huge difference in how I felt with my mental health. I think the third thing has been giving myself a break more. And this comes out of my realization of needing to better acknowledge how I'm feeling and intentionally look into that and acknowledge that and all of that. It kind of comes out of learning yourself better, and I've definitely been on that journey of trying to learn myself better. Self-awareness, it's a good thing. And out of that has come me doing the best I can to fight my natural instincts and tendency to push myself too hard, to expect too much of myself, and to run myself till I'm so tired and so drained and even get sick because of it. Just not saying no when saying no is major self-care in that moment, and I really need to. I have gotten so much better at knowing when I need to rest and putting that boundary in place and saying, no, I really just need this right now, and being okay with that, not beating myself up for it, but acknowledging that's me taking care of myself. You can't give from an empty cup. And I'm just learning how to be more intentional with giving myself that opportunity to self-care. And I feel like I've gotten so much better at it than I used to be, and it shows, and I can feel the difference. Okay, the next thing has to do with food. Food is huge. It is how we nourish ourselves, it's how we energize ourselves. It makes a huge difference on how we feel in a lot of different ways, and mental health is no different. I have tried so hard to at least make progress in the choices I'm making with food. Even if I'm not perfect, but I'm making progress. And I think it really shows when I do my best, taking care of myself through my food choices, I feel better. I feel better physically, and because of that, I feel better mentally. I'm better energized, I'm not as tired, I just feel so much better, and that leaks over into everything else in your life. So food has been something I've been working on, and I can tell the difference. I really can. So I feel like that's huge. The fifth and final thing I've done to take better care of myself mentally and have better mental health is using essential oils. I swear there is just so much power in essential oils, and especially for me, the emotional support, the mental health aspects have been just so shocking and amazing, and I could not now imagine myself without them. And this is the pack I take with me every day. It has a lot of different oils in it, but a couple that I end up pulling out all the time, specifically for emotional support, is lavender, which I have lavender right there too. Stress Away. And my oil of the year is Valor. I like highlighting those. I have talked about oils a lot before. They're just really important to me. They're something that has changed my life and my mental health on a whole level I could not explain. And so I have to include that in this list because it's been huge for me. Whether the mental health support was from emotional support from oils or hormone support from oils. So that is what I want to say about oils. If you have heard me talk about it and you're interested in them, find my link in the description box below if you are looking to implement oils in your life. Okay, so that's my list. If you want any more of a deep dive into any of these topics, I do have videos on my channel that go a little deeper into each. I have a video on paleo and the food choices I've started making that I found when I stick to them, they work so well for me. I've had videos on burnout, I've talked about going to therapy, I've talked about how you yourself can decide if you feel like you are ready to take that step to go to therapy and some things to think about with that. And I've done videos on oils too, what they are, how they work, all of that. So I will put some of those videos in the card, so if you would like to check any of them out, please feel free and let me know if you have any questions on any of these topics on my list. I would love to know what your list is. What 5 things have you done, or even one thing that you've done to help improve your mental health? I would love to hear it in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful and encouraging. If you did, give it a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed and have notifications on. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye!